Hey, what's up guys, Clue here, come back with a new video. Today's video we're doing a commentary over Echo, Fox and Team Liquid. This is, I believe, week 8? Yes, week 8. Oh, week 9. So this is the final week of LCS Academy. Next week is the finals. I do believe this game's about placement. They're both qualified for the finals, I think. It's all dependent on where they end up. That's what I'm aware. But yeah. So you can see that Cannon is coming through as the first ban, Jace as the second ban. I'm just going to go through all the players on the team. So for Echo Fox we have Lolo, Panda, Yasui, Lost and Phil. In the order of position, so top, jungle, mid, ADC and support. And then on Team Liquid side we have Jenkins, Mike Young, Insanity, Shoryu and Matt. So I think what, 2 people from each side? 2 people from, oh actually I wouldn't call Lost a first squad team because he never played LCS, I don't think. Oh no, he did play 2 games or something in the LCS. But Lolo was an ex LCS main squad team member, and Mike Young and Matt, I'm aware of, were both main squad team members. Lost did play in OCE. Fun fact, I think it's Enero. He coached Tainted Minds back a few years ago when all the dramas went on. He ended up, his goal there was to try and bring back a few Australians, well in this case he's New Zealander, to bring them into the environment in the US or North America. And things went wrong there, as many people know. And sure enough, he only got one person, which was Lost. So Lost has played, I think, 2 or 3 games in Echo Fox's main squad last year, but no actual signing for first squad. He's always been an academy signing. As you can see, the bans have actually gone through. Vladimir to finish off Echo Fox's bans, and the Jarvan, Galio and Jace for Team Liquid's bans. We have a Lucian picked up, which is most likely a Lucian ADC. A Kalista, Alistar bot lane, which is a pretty nice bot lane, and a Braum to finish off the Echo Fox bot lane. So, going by that, I can't remember. I remember, I think it was like Core JJ or something put out a tweet on Twitter about who wins what lane with Kalista, like how to play each lane. But I'm pretty sure Alistar Kalista was one of the stronger ones, because when she ults, she can throw him in. He can knock them up, or knock them away. So he knocks them up and then knocks them up again. And then he has his ultimate to stay alive. But on the other hand, Lucian, Braum is a very strong lane because of the concussive blast with Lucian's auto attack passive, meaning that he can proc the concussive blast 2 steps. Like, so if he hits it, he uses a spell, double hits it, uses another spell, double hits, it's a stun in 2 auto attacks kind of thing. Then we have the Olaf and a Rek'Sai for junglers. Panda will be picking up the Olaf and Mike Young on the Rek'Sai. Both of them pretty strong picks from what I'm aware. Maybe an Olaf top, that is a possibility. We'll just have to wait and see. You can see Yorick and LeBlanc have been banned. We're waiting on mid laners and top laners to be picked, actually. So you'll expect to see a few of those bans coming out. Bans aren't going too fast. To point out, it is 9.5, so this is current patch that is on live right now. I do believe finals we played on 9.5 as well, as they are this week of recording. So yeah, Nico has come out banned because on hit build is actually very strong. That has been nerfed because I believe they are playing on hotfix version, but it's still decently strong. actually, as I pointed out in my other videos, she's still decent. It's just she has lower auto attacks, like lower attack speed, I mean. So Lysandra does come through as the final ban of the game. Aurelia picked up, which is a pretty good flex pick. Could play mid or top. Most likely top, but there's always a chance for either of them. But looking at the team so far, oh, actually, is that an Akali? Akali's good if she's played by someone that's comfortable with her and knows how to play her. Like, I've seen Faker play her quite well. I've seen a few of the European teams pilot her quite well. So we'll have to see how she goes. But yeah, finishing off with the last pick, an Urgot. So that'll be an Urgot top, a Olaf jungle, a Kali mid, Lucian ADC, and a Braum support. Quite a strong team, good tankiness, not much range though, that's going to be their issue. There's very little range actually on their team, so we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so we've got a Rumble in the top lane, a Rek'Sai in the jungle, a Aurelia in the mid role, Kalista as the ADC, and Alistar as the support. So I was wrong about the Aurelia, she was playing mid. Not sure on how that one's going to go, but oh, actually we're swapping these around. Interesting. So it will be an Akali top then. We've got till 20 seconds to change it. Usually the Akali will play mid. Okay, no, they are playing it mid. They just want to leave it till the last second, hoping to bait out Team Liquid. A little bit of strategy going on there, but it did not change Team Liquid's opinion, like what they were going to do. We'll just skip on ahead, because usually this takes a little bit. Well, that's like 5 minutes again. Just to set up the game. I'm not sure why it takes so long. Honestly, have played on the player realm, but we didn't have issues like speeds like that. Ours took 2 seconds, but we were playing on land, so honestly not too sure as to why it takes them so long, but we can just skip ahead because it is a VOD. So yeah, FOXA Academy versus Team Liquid Academy. Nothing weird in starting items. The Akali Doran's blade's a little different, but I understand where she's coming from. She's a what's it called, a hybrid kind of champion, so she does scale use the AD quite nicely, but she also scales more off AP. So usually it's a longsword, I believe, is the first item, because longsword you can get 3 pots with, but the Doran's blade gives a little bit more extra sustain in lane, and against an Aurelia that does make sense to build. Looking at summoners, there's a hail of blades on Kalista, and nothing really different. Mike Young will be spotted out with the ward from, I'm assuming that was Lolo that placed that ward there, which is what makes sense. Rumble started the normal spell to start with, usually starting E for the long range farm. Remember, he does not have mana, but if he overheats then he can have issues. Both bots did start Targon's Embrace, so makes sense for that to happen. Would have been weird otherwise. Olaf is taking the Scuttle Crab, so he does have first Scuttle control, so hopefully if he gets the second one, then does put him quite far ahead, just because the experience gained from him, they're actually quite a big deal in the early game. One thing that maybe you should keep an eye on if you're playing mid or any of the other roles like jungle, is to focus on those scuttles, just because you're taking experience from the opponent and you're getting quite a lot of experience, and I think it's like 45 gold for one of them, so it's a nice little bonus. Any cool interactions I can think of that's going to come out of this game? Not really. There's some good team fights. I think Team Liquid has the better team fight, just because they do have the Rumble, the Rek'Sai, a Kalista. Aurelia is pretty good in team fights as well. Alistar's quite good for team fights, good tanky front line. Rek'Sai I'm sure is going to go, what's it called? Not Barmy, it was Barmy Cinder, but it turns into Cinder Hulk, that's the one. I will look to be doing a bit of damage. Oh, actually, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. Yusui actually just picks up a kill on Insanity. Both Ignites were used, both of Flashes were used actually as well. Pretty nice play there. Didn't expect the damage to come out of the Akali as much. A Flash used by Shoryu just to get out of the stun. As you can see, he was one stack off. So, better safe than sorry. Especially with an Olaf there. Once he lands an axe, it is most likely over. So it was only just a Flash used by the Kalista in the bot lane. No summoners used for Echo Fox at all. So they did get the advantage in that gank. Usually in a gank you want to just take a summoner. If you can get the kill, you get the kill, but if you can get a summoner, you just move on. You don't want to over commit. It's usually where you end up seeing quite big mistakes. Is Olaf looking just to run it down? Yeah, looks like it. Just being there for extra pressure to push in the lane. They don't want it to freeze in front. That's what's happening there. If it freezes, then it causes a few issues for the Akali because she is melee. It's hard for her to get up in range. Looks like Lilo might be getting caught out. Jenkins is jumping on him. Quite a bit of damage, and he will go down. Wow. Rumble did just actually destroy the Urgot. I don't know where that damage came from, but oh, he was heated. I'm pretty sure, not overheated, but warm, which means he does bonus damage. Matt's getting quite a lot of damage, but Kallista's just getting 3 auto attacks. So her Rend, if that does come out, yeah, pretty big damage. Not enough to take down the kill, but yeah, you don't usually want your the Kallista on the opposite team to be getting 3 auto attacks. Can be pretty detrimental to your life. I'm pretty sure Phil just worked out there that their bush is warded. Usually you can tell if minions do walk towards you while you're sitting in bush. Not usually any other way of recognizing that. Mike Young's just going to take the Rift Scuttler. I'm pretty sure Panda did see that, so he is aware of what is around. So he's got pretty much lane control right now. You can see Insanity has to play quite far back. Olaf is taking the Ocean Jake right now. Oh, we do have an in-game pause. Luckily this is a VOD, so we do get a skip ahead. Wow, it's actually a decent pause. Another like 2 or 3 minute pause. When they pause, they don't just pause for like 2 seconds like they do in the pro leagues. They pause for like 3 or 4 minutes to work out what the heck's going on. It's just better safe than sorry. Better to get all the players comfortable and make sure that they're doing alright so you can get a better quality game. And these people are playing to get positions in the Pro League, in the LCS, the first division. As these are academy teams, so these are usually your up-and-coming stars kind of thing, your next big thing kind of thing. Quite often you do see them subbed in. Yeah. Team Liquid probably does have quite a good facility. They are currently first in the main league. I'm pretty sure it's like they've only dropped 2 games or something like that, so I'm sure scrimming them would be pretty good for their training, being able to verse one of the better teams of the league. Actually, probably the best team in the league right now. But yeah, so because they do scrim each other, I am aware of that. In-house scrims are quite a big deal. It means that they're able to practice things and hide them from other teams. Like if they're practicing something that they think is going to be strong, but don't want other teams to be aware of how strong it is, they'll try it against their academy team. Or the academy team might have something that they're thinking strong, and they'll try it against their first squad team, and then depending on who decides to pick it up, maybe even both of them pick it up. usually not the case because the Academy team doesn't usually want to give away the main squad's ideas. But yeah. So, getting back into the game, dead equal on gold. Wow, like perfectly equal. We're probably going to get another pause here, I'm assuming. Well, that was what the pause was just before. Echo Fox and Shoryu just dies. Matt will not go down. Nah, he will go down. The Ignite should take him down. Yeah, the Ignite does take him down. I wasn't sure the Ignite nerfs. It's usually quite 50-50 on those. If he did have a heal potion, he probably would have lived there. But pretty good play from Echo Fox there. Just knowing where to be. I do believe there was a ward there though, so a little bit of a mistake from TL. But we'll have to see how they pull, if they can pull it together. And it's only one kill each in the bot lane for them, so it's not too bad. But you don't usually want pretty much anyone on the Echo Fox team to get too far ahead, as a lot of them do snowball. Akali being one of the big ones. She can one-shot most of the members on the team. Actually, I believe that is the Akali Prestige Edition. Quite a nice skin, but you know, hard to get actually. She was quite expensive. A lot of the Prestige skins are though, pretty much you have to buy them. Yeah, Alistair's just going to jump over the wall, probably looking for some wards. We might be looking at a dive situation, but Echo Fox seem to be aware of what's going on. Playing a little bit back, Team Liquid decide to back off there. Didn't get the Echo Fox's bot lane to face check them, so they decide to go back to farming. You don't want to waste too much time as a jungler. Well, you're wasting time, especially if you think they have vision on you. Their jungler could be taking your jungle. It is a risky thing to overstay, so don't want to do that too often. So not Echo Fox. Rumble is ahead about 10 CS, but in the mid lane, Akali is ahead of Aurelia about 10 CS. That's where it balances out. Olaf is getting into a fight. Olaf has popped his ultimate. Rek'Sai pops his ultimate. Olaf just kills Mike Young. Insanity is getting jumped on, but Lost is also getting jumped on, so it's a split fight going on right now. Phil is getting taken down. Lost will get taken down. No, Lost does pick up the kill on... Whoa, oh my god, everyone just died there. Lost did pick up the kill on... Jeez, I don't even know who picked up kills on what. So I'm pretty sure Akali picked up the kill on Insanity and Mike Young. Shoryu died to Lost, and I think Matt died to Lost as well. I think that's how it went. No, Lost only picked up one, so I'm assuming Olaf picked up another one there. Jeez, so that was a 3 for 4 there. I do believe. Yeah, because there was 4 people down there and only Yasui lived, so... Good trade for Echo Fox. That does put him ahead by about 1 and a bit gold, so about 1,300 gold kind of thing, that kind of area. We may see that the Akali does start to snowball off this 3-0 if she does pick up a Gunblade quite early. Might get a little bit scary for the squishies on Team Liquid's side. Rift Herald is getting picked up right now. It is before the 14-minute mark, but I'll be surprised if they do use it before then. Mike Young does not go down. He uses his tunnels to get out. Jenkins will ult to stop the engage on him. Panda's just going to walk through it and move on. So, good trade for Team Liquid. Well, not even a trade, they just picked up the Rift Herald and got out of there. Flashes were used only by Jenkins. Yeah, only Jenkins used flash. Maybe Lolo did as well, actually. Yeah, it looks like Lolo used flash as well. Sanity does get a double stun. Matt is looking to jump in, but Yasui does ult away. Quite a slippery champion. She can ult, she can go invisible, dash. She's got quite a lot of mobility, as many assassins do. Lost is just going to get a few platings, but platings will fall in about 30 seconds. Wouldn't surprise me if we won't see the Rift Herald used for turret plates anymore, just because it takes a little while to spawn and then to charge. Usually you do want it for the turret platings, it's where you can get a lot of gold from it, but doesn't look like that'll happen here. They're just going to take the blue, it looks, stop Mike Young from having it, but also I think Insanity from having it. Mike Young doesn't need it too much as he doesn't use mana, but Insanity does, so the blue buff would be nice on him. Looks like Olaf is just going to pick up the second Ocean Drake for them. Rek'Sai is just sitting in the mid lane currently, going towards his raid, so this will fall for FOXA Academy. Pretty nice pickup. They do already have an Ocean Drake, and Ocean Drakes are really nice earlier on in the game. They can get into an exchange, poke each other a little bit, and then just back off for a few minutes, or not even minutes, for like a minute, and they're close to back to full health. Nice for the junglers as well, that little bit of regen, because the regen only stops, I believe, from the champions, if they do get hit by a champion. What else? So, Rumble has picked up his Seeker's Arm Guard, which he will turn later on into a Zhonya's for that Q Zhonya's, so he can do damage while in stasis. Mike Young is using Rift Herald top lane. He will almost certainly pick up that, yeah, they will pick up the top tower here. Lawlow's by himself, there's not much they can really do, and 4 of them are going top. Jenkins does get the solo gold, which is nice for him. Puts him a little bit further ahead than he currently is. Phil's just standing still while all 4 members walk towards him. I think the reason he was standing still was to stop Mike Young from being able to see him, as Rek'Sai can't see until very close. Because when he's burrowed, or she's burrowed, but am I so bad? Yeah, when she's burrowed, she can only see movement, unless you're standing actually on top of her. She can see also wards and all that, but yeah, I'm saying, like, her vision itself is only tremor sense. So standing still does counter her quite well, unless she does walk under you. Looking at farm in the mid lane, geez, that's like, what, just over 20 farm ahead, so I think that's about a kill's worth ahead of the Aurelia. You can see she has picked up the Gunblade. Urgot has picked up the Black Cleaver. Olaf is looking to pick up Cinderhulk and probably a Black Cleaver there as well. Lost has picked up his Blade of the Ruined King. Rumble has picked up his Leandra's Torment for the extra on hit percent health damage. Shoyu does get hit quite hard, down quite low. I don't think... Oh, actually, there's 4 of them top lane right now. Phil will go down. Panda does look to just get it out of there. Lolo commits his teleport. So does Jenkins. But Team Liquid do pick up a kill, and Fox do not pick up anything for that. They do use teleport and lost flashes. So does Panda. Whereas on Team Liquid, Shoyu uses both heal and flash. Matt uses ignite, and Jenkins uses teleport. There's no teleport priority for either of them. But Lolo should get his up faster just because he does have Unsealed Spellbook, if I'm correct. That still does provide cooldown bonus to your what's it called? Sheer Summoner spells. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's Cosmic Insight instead now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was still a rune that does that. I know Brutes of Lucidity still do, but with the rune changes, I know they changed Spellbook a while ago. I don't use it too much, and I can't remember if it does have any effect on it. Mike Young's just sitting top lane. I think that is because Alistar is roaming. Are they going to get top tower here? Probably not. It's just going to get a bit of damage. Might look to engage here. Panda does have ultimate, so they don't really want to jump on him as he can just ult and stop the knockup. That ward will die, poor little thing. You can see Urgot is pushing quite hard in the bot lane. Jenkins just applying some pressure in the mid lane, stopping Akali from being able to push up too far, but she does end up pushing up still. Top tower will go down, or bot tower I mean. And yeah, so we eco up on towers. You can see Echo Fox is still about 2,500 or 1,500 gold ahead. Wait, is it? Yeah. What? It is 2,000 ahead. Okay, I can't count apparently. Where's that coming from? Mid lane, really. It's pretty much where all that gold is. 800 gold bounty, which would bring that down quite fast. The 800 gold bounty, as well as being, so she's 3 kills ahead and what? That 24 farm ahead as well. So if Yusui dies, I'd say Team Liquid will win the fight here. They're not really a team fighting team. Fox, they're looking for more picks. You can see Panda's just jumping straight onto. Okay, that was a really interesting play. He just ran straight into a team to try and get a kill on Insanity, but Yusui does trade it back and get the kill onto Shoryu, the Kalista, and Matt will fall as well. Just both of them a little bit out of position. Yusui found a Kalista alone, and being an Akali with, what, 3 kills at the time, she makes short work of that. Team Liquid do pick up the Earth Dragon, which will be helpful if they are to try and take the Baron. Do remember that all the first dragons that you get, so if you get the first, so if you get an Ocean, just one of them, it's a bigger effect than it is to get the second Ocean. I think Ocean gives you 6% mana and health regen, but it's actually getting a fight. So Jenkins is getting down. He will use Zhonya's and survive, meaning that they'll pick up the kill on both Lost and Phil. Baron is looking to be started up now, actually, speaking of it. Not much real fight they can do now. Lost and Phil thought they could get the kill, but did end up getting caught out. This will fall quite fast. Jenkins does have to be careful looking at the health that he has. They are going to engage on Yusui. Going to jump away, but Matt does use the Kalista ult and jumps through. They do get a shutdown. Insanity gets a shutdown on Yusui, the Akali, meaning that it is... she's actually equaled up in kills now. Both 4 kills each side. Baron will almost certainly fall here. Actually, they're going to turn again, I think. I don't know. Is there going to be a Baron still here? No, Panda will fall, meaning that Team Liquid will pick up the kill. They're going to engage, and Phil does ult. Lolo will fall here almost certainly, unless he can pull out a miracle. No, he does fall down. Meaning they do get a 3 kills and a Baron. They actually technically get 5 kills and a Baron there. It was just such a long fight that they picked up both Lost and Phil earlier on, and then went to Baron. And jumped around Baron for a little bit, long enough for Lost and Phil to respawn. This actually will be quite a big deal for Team Liquid to pick up, because Wave Clears isn't Fox's special, what's it called? Forte, that's the word. They don't really have any, no, they don't have any good Wave Clear. Like, they have Lost's ultimate, but that's not going to be able to clear every single wave every single time. They don't have a control mage like an Azir, a Ziggs, any of those, or even a Nivea, those kind of big wave clear champions. They don't have any of that, so this may actually become quite a lot of gold coming from Team Liquid. You can see that now the kills have flipped, and Team Liquid is ahead about 2,000 gold, well, actually exactly 2,000 gold. And probably will extend unless Echo Fox do find a good pick, because they are pick fighters. They're looking for just to get one person caught out. Lolo ults them. Panda has good chase potential. Akali has really nice execute. Lost and well, Lucian and Braum just lock down people quite easily. Mid tower will almost certainly fall. There's no contest here, and again they don't have much wave clear to be able to stop this. They probably will take inners as well. They don't really want to fight, but they won't take inhibitors, I don't think, just because they are harder to take. They've got to walk through a choke point, which I think an Urgot can stop them, but if they all jump on the Urgot, maybe he dies. We'll have to see if they can get Echo Fox can get a flank off. If they can get a easy just flank behind, then possibly they can pick up Shoryu. But then even Jenkins and Insanity are going to be able to dish out the damage that they need. They got a good front line as well, good peel. Team Liquid's team actually looks quite solid. As you can see, like Akali's struggling to clear that wave with Baron. Seems like audio's just dropped a little bit. Oh, there we are, it's back. It's really weird. There was no audio coming from Akali fighting and no audio coming from the Rumble. That was different. Never heard that one happen before. Dragon does come up in 7 seconds, so we'll probably look to see a fight. I don't know why Echo Fox are looking for fights still. They are behind quite a bit. I guess because they can't do much else really. Well, Matt nearly had a perfect chance to get a good knock-up, but no one was there to follow up. We do have an Infernal Drake, and Infernal Drake will almost certainly fall to the Team Liquid side. Yeah, it will. There's no contest coming out of this. And probably they'll go bot to try and push in and take those bot outer turrets and then leave Echo Fox just in their base by themselves. It's weird, like everyone on Echo Fox is ahead in farm? No, except for except for Panda. Everyone's ahead in farm, but they're just taking fights instead of picks and falling quite far behind. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to take big team fights when their team composition don't look to take big team fights. Like short Urgot's nice beefy front line. So is a Braum can get quite beefy, but an Akali doesn't do too well in team fights unless she is played perfectly, because she has to land her ultimate over multiple members, be able to take out the priority targets, and in this case there's 3 priority targets they need to take down, and one of them being a Kalista that's got ult that can just bring in Alistar and then knock up the Akali. Unless she gets deleted within a second, well, deleted fast enough, she's gonna get CC trained, and then Shoryu just has free roam of the game. What else? So, yeah, but if Echo Fox do pick up a kill on Mike Young and Aurelia, well, they can bring that gold back to actually no, it's a 5,000 gold lead, 4,000 gold lead for Team Liquid. That would only bring back about one and a bit gold, 1,500 or something, close to that. No, not even that. 1,250 gold, I think it is, back towards Fox, and that's not enough to equal up, but it certainly would be a nice little paycheck. I'm not even sure who they want to get ahead, because looking at this, yeah, maybe they are going to look for a Death Bush, the good old Fnatic special. But all the team members are there. They just want to get out. Well, actually, Matt will go in. Rumble ult does go down. Does actually end up missing most of them because they do, I think, use flashes. Phil will go down. Matt's the other support. Insanity does stun up. Actually, no, because Olaf will pop his ultimate, but would stun up the Olaf. And they now have mid priority with minions funneling in. most likely will take the inhibitor tower here and probably the inhibitor with it. Unless they do pick up a fight. Actually, no, they're going to back off. Fox did have a... Okay, so you can see the Jenkins, Zonya's Q. Quite a bit of damage comes out of that one. So Phil is down for another like 3 seconds. No, 1 second actually. I can't see that quite well. They are setting up around Baron. Baron is up now. They do. Fox has Echo. What? Echo Fox has the Rift Scuttler, but it's not going to be enough. There is a TP coming in from Urgot, but I think that will go down. I can't actually currently see that. Matt will fall. Yes, Matt will fall. I don't know how good of a team fight it's going to be. Wow, that was a 4-man stun. Lolo does flash in to try and get some fight out of this, but Yusui does nearly fall. Echo Fox. Why do I keep saying Echo Fox? Lost does knock down Mike Young to lose his what's it called? Zonya's Guardian Angel, and does pick up the kill, but the rest of the team falls towards the Rumble. So what's that? A 3 for 3, with both actually pretty even as to who lived. Both the Fed members on both sides. Well, not Fed members because Rumble wasn't Fed, but both the high damage dealers. I mean, so neither of them can commit too much, but Team Liquid did get the Baron, so it's a better win for them. Losing their Baron on Jenkins probably would have been worse, just because actually no, because he's not going to roam too. He's not going to side lane too much. Insanity was actually probably the big deal of dying there. He can sit in a side lane and push in the side lanes with Baron, and then apply pressure across the map. Whereas if Jenkins is by himself, Akali, maybe Panda could kill him, but Akali most certainly could. But the Zonya's is there, so it's all up to who can play it better, kind of thing. Infernal Dragon will fall with Team Liquid Academy again. Might get a fight here actually. They are in quite a bad position. Matt is coming behind. If he can get a 4-man or something knock up, no, they will just back off. Mid lane priority again for Team Liquid. Just too much of a threat on the Alistar of a knock up there. They don't want to get damaged too, like get in a fight, because if they do lose a fight here, I'd say they lose. It will be game over because the Baron is on Team Liquid, as well as spawn timers are actually quite decent now. I'd say I think they're about a 30-40 second mark now. As the game goes later, they get longer. As pretty much everyone knows that, I assume. So yeah, mid lane inhibitor tower does go down. Lost does get stunned up, but no one engages on him. Inhibitor will fall here. No real contest. Matt does land a 2-man knockup. Rumble ultimate does come out. Kalista jumps forward, uses the ultimate. Phil does get knocked up with the ultimate. Aurelia lands a 5-man ultimate there, no, 4-man ultimate, and does take down Phil. No one else really dies, but they could probably end it here if they play this correctly. Just keep the Baron minions poking down, as not many of them want to engage, but they will back off actually. Don't want to risk it. They do. If they do all fall, Echo Fox probably could pull back quite a bit there. I would equal up the kills actually, and be a little bit of gold, but not too much. So we'll all reset. Not too sure on how long Baron is. I just missed it. But what? So everyone's kind of behind on Echo Fox's side, I believe. Maybe Akali's equal, but I'd say that's about it. Oh, Lost is ahead on items. Is he? 3 items. No, not really, actually. No, pretty much everyone's struggling on Echo Fox's side. They're just praying for a decent pick that can mean they can win a team fight. But that's going to be hard with the gold deficit they currently have, and Team Liquid do have the better late game team. just because the Akali will struggle as the game goes on. Lucian's going to struggle to get into that team at all. Olaf will just get demolished. He's a running champion. Running towards towards their team is going to be hard for him to do with the high damage from the Kalista. If she can just get free auto attacks on the Olaf, he's going to fall. Same with if she gets free auto attacks on the Urgot. Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to pull it back here, I think. But there's always a chance throws do happen. Namely I think Cloud9 versus TSM a few weeks back. That one probably should have went to TSM, but they decided to make a mistake. The little wins there, you can see Panda does get the smite off and takes the big chicken, but yeah, it's not looking too good. They don't really have any ward pressure either. They can't see on the map. Baron is coming up in 33 seconds. So we'll look to probably see a fight around that. The next Baron's going to be pretty big. Not too sure it's the next Dragon. I'm sure Team Liquid are hoping for a either Earth or Infernal, but FOXA are probably hoping for just an Ocean here. But yeah, I'm not too sure as to what that's going to be. Baron comes up in 5 seconds. If Echo Fox do get a pick here, they may be able to turn that into a Baron, especially if it is on Mike Young. But he's playing correctly and playing quite safe. The knowledge or the information that Rek'Sai does get out of her tremor sense is pretty big. Even if they didn't have wards there, she can see where they're currently standing, and well, only if they're moving. Where they're currently moving, that's the key part there. If they stand still, then she can't tell. Matt is standing on a ward, but the ward is stopped by the control ward, so if he doesn't hit it, it's fine. They are not going to engage, just kind of push him away. Actually, Matt does jump onto Lolo. Phil does jump in front. Phil will probably fall here. He has to walk across the Rumble ultimate, which was a really good Rumble ultimate. Stopped the advance of Echo Fox. Both Matt falls down as well as Phil, so we're cleaning it up. But Yusui will not fall currently. Lolo does go down. Panda he will go down, but won't actually die. His Guardian Angel will be popped, but they will just sit around it and he will fall. So Lolo, Panda, and Phil both passed away for the life of Matt. Lost may die, or will most likely die here, actually. Unless he plays this really well. But even then, there's a Guardian Angel. Actually, that's Infernal Dragon. Okay. I thought that would have been... Well, they must have timed that, because that must have came up right at the 35-minute mark. I thought that was just before 35 minutes, so it wasn't going to be a Elder Dragon. But Elder Dragon being picked up means that the Baron will fall quite easily, as well as Panda not being alive, which may seal the game here. Open inhibitor in the mid lane. They pop that inhibitor and then push the side waves. The pressure of super minions in the middle and the lack of wave clear in any of the lanes will likely just have them suffocate in their own base from the minions. But if they do pick up pick on nah, not really. There's no one to... If they pick up anyone, it's going to be hard, because Rumble has Zhonya's, Aurelia and Kalista have Guardian Angel currently up. Rek'Sai did have Guardian Angel, but that did fall last team fight. He does have a stopwatch now. And then Alistar does have his ultimate that suppresses damage, so it's not looking too crazy good. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Lolo does have heal and teleport. That's just because of his spellbook. Unsealed spellbook, that's the word. I don't know if that means he if he uses it, he gets his flash back. But yeah, I'm not too sure on his cooldown on flash if he has it at all. They will just take down the inhibitor here. Maybe they actually can't fight because the Elder Dragon... No, they're going to decide to back off. Because Elder Dragon, I believe, doubles the stats that they get from other dragons. So their Earth Dragon is now 2 Earth Dragons. Their Infernal Dragon is now 4. If I'm correct on that. Maybe that's changed. No, I wasn't aware of it. Very possible. They will just go down bot and take the inhibitor, turret and inhibitor here. Yeah, as you can see, Echo Fox is kind of just drowning now. It's going to be hard for them to clear these waves, and then they can just go... can't really go top because the minion wave has been pushed out by Echo Fox, which is the correct thing for them to do. Smart play there. But, yeah, there's not too much they can do. Shoryu is looking for an engage. Phil will almost certainly go down. Yeah, he will go down here. Good play by Team Liquid, but a silly mistake by Phil there, being so far up without his team. Probably looking for some wards, but just to get some vision as to where on earth their team is. I think Team Liquid will just end the game here off that. Not much they can do about it. Yeah. Yeah, you can see Olaf went in and then decided to turn around and run the other way. Both Lost and Panda will go down here. Open Nexus now, but Yasui does get a kill on Mike Young, and the game will be over. 63 to... Well, actually, I'll just get that final. What is it? I need to get this final screen. There we are. So what? 63,000 gold to 74,000 gold. 10,000 gold lead for Team Liquid Academy. 14 kills to 23 kills. 3 towers to 10. Yeah, there wasn't really much for Echo Fox to do once they lost those first few team fights. They probably should have looked for more picks, but they decided to take more team fights. Yeah, team fights are very hard for an Akali. She has to do quite a lot. Has to land decent ultimates, has to use her Shroud and be able to jump in and out, but then that's hard because they have good AoE damage. She had a pretty hard game for an Akali. Even being 6-1, it is hard. Panda couldn't really get in because the second he started running in, Callista's already stacking up her spears, and everyone just jumps on him. She pulls the spears out and he's dead. Same with Lolo. Lost is too squishy without a frontline then. He gets jumped on by the Aurelia, Mike Young, even Alistar, and Phil was very squishy just because Braum doesn't have a lot of resistances. He uses his shield more so to block ranged abilities, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you need more, like, hit the dislike button. If you want to catch any more of my content, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.